You can imagine. And do you know the funny thing about it? In Nigeria, after doing your 3 years nursing school, for you to get degree in Nigeria, it still takes you another 4 years to get a degree. So everybody is on the same level. Whether you are CEO back home and you're coming here as an immigrant, you start from the same level.
Hi everyone.
This is officially
Obviously, and Lola.
We are happy, we are glad to have you all here. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming back to our channel. We love you and we're happy to have you here. Okay, so on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about my profession as a nurse.
Yeah. She is a professional nurse, and I think today she's going to share some experiences, with you about the education system in Nigeria. Getting through education
And
as
becoming
a
a
nurse in Nigeria
Yeah.
and in UK.
Yeah.
Then she will also talk about the work experience in Nigeria and in UK. Then she also tell us about the placement and promotion, how what is required to be done in Nigeria and also here in the UK. So
Wow.
I think
It's going to be a lot.
it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Nurse.
Okay, nurse, right?
Yeah. you
Okay.
are a
It's
professional
fine.
nurse.
So,
As a nurse who has practiced in Nigeria and in UK, can you tell us about the education process of becoming a nurse in Nigeria
okay.
and its difference with the one in UK?
That's good. So, I would say there are two basic ways of becoming a nurse in Nigeria. People keep coming to me, nurse, can you tell us what should I do? I'm confused. What do you think about this? What is it like? How do you become a nurse, qualified nurse in Nigeria? Actually, there are two basic ways of becoming a qualified nurse in Nigeria, as far as I'm aware. One is to go to the School of Nursing where you do your nursing and come out with an RN. What is RN? Registered Nurse Qualification. Okay, we call it RN. And that way is just going basically to a School of Nursing, doing your nursing school for 3 years. And at the end of 3 years, you are coming out as an RN, as a registered nurse. Okay, then another way is to go to a university and do your nursing and come out after 5 years. Now you're coming out with degree, okay, BSc in nursing. Okay, both ways are actually good. Anyhow, it is good. Okay, it depends on some things.
Between these, what will you advise your audience to do if they are in position to either choose RN or degree in BSc? So
Well, if I'm to say, I would say it's actually good to do anyone you can. Yeah, getting admission in Nigeria is quite hard. Like, it's a hurdle to get admission in Nigeria. So it's actually good to do anyone you want. The differences are not really much. The only problem we have in Nigeria is certificate qualification. I've got BSc, I've got RN, you are not this, you are not that, it's HND, it's diploma, it's degree. These are the major conflicts we have in Nigeria, and it's actually bad. It's quite very, very bad. Okay, so when you talk about RN, you are going to a nursing school and you are spending like 3 years. Sometimes you spend 3.5 years going through nursing school, doing so many practical skills. It's quite hard to go through a nursing school. It's very, very hard. What are these nursing schools? You find out what they have: schools owned by government, School of Nursing Days owned by a government, and you get some owned by private, and most of them are private owned, like the churches, religious bodies having some school of nursing. Okay, and it's really hard and more expensive when you go through all these schools, school of nursing, and then at the end of the day you come out with diploma, not even a HND, not a degree, and you're actually studying very hard, going through different practical experiences and postings, placement, to do all these things. In RON, you are doing your psychiatric nursing posting, you are doing your ENT, ear, nose and throat, you are doing your O&G posting, you are doing quite a lot of posting, assistant and emergency, exposing you to theater environment. And these things are actually good and are very helpful to you because when you come out, when you graduate at the end of 3 years, it's actually going to give you an insight of what to do or what you want to do, like choosing a specialty. I want to specialize in this.
Okay, let me come in. These postings, these experiences, posting experiences, are they also done in universities where you obtain a BSc in nursing? Are
Yes.
they done the same way?
Yes, actually, universities also send their students to postings and placements. But I don't know, but I feel it's quite limited. And as far as I'm aware, you cannot compare the two. Because people that went to a school of nursing, they are more grounded in the clinical skills. Yes.
More grounded
Yeah,
in the
they're
clinical
in
skills.
they are more grounded because you are doing quite a lot. There are specific clinical skills, like you do it to the core.
Okay.
Because it feels like school of nursing is more streamlined. What you're actually doing is core basic nursing. Okay, even though at the first time, maybe your first year, you are doing additional courses, you will see nursing students doing 21 courses at the first year, but with time, it's being streamlined, you are doing core nursing. So I think it's more grounded into the clinical skills, what you should expect nursing as a whole. Whereas in university, doing degree, you are doing so many other courses that are not even related. Maybe for the first year, second year, then is gradually reducing and becoming like streamlined to also the nursing you are doing, but you can't compare the two. Okay? University is quite vast, and with universities, they still send their students for postings, different clinical postings, but you can't compare the two. You can't compare the knowledge. They should do the one they feel that is convenient and comfortable for them.
But the one that gives you more
admission
experience
and give you more, it depends on what you want. You can actually be very, very good if you went through degree. You can come out from school and then start work and you become an expert in what you are doing. You want to learn more. It depends. Some persons will come from degree like university, come for their postings, they will bend down, they will learn. I'm not trying to compare between the two. It's actually good. Get admission. Anyone that gives you admission, go, know what you want to go do. When you go for your postings, be focused and do what you want to do. Achieve it. You are good to go.
So, nurse, what do you know about having that education or going through that education process as a nurse in the UK?
Well,
is there any difference and is there similarities in Nigeria?
The similarity I can talk about is the placement, because here they do also do placement for their students. I've been opportunity to work with students, like putting them through student nurses that come to my ward for their postings and their placement. They still do the same thing in Nigeria. But I think Nigeria is more vast because you are going to different hospitals, you are going to different places to do your postings. Students actually do it here too, but here there is no problem with the issue of qualification, RON, ROM, this, that is not there. It's not done like that.
Okay, how long does it take to graduate from universities in UK or whatever?
It's 3 years. Yeah, you come out after 3 years, you are a qualified nurse in the UK and you come out with your degree. But in Nigeria, you're coming out after 3 years, you're coming out with RON, they call it diploma. You're not even equivalent to like a degree holder. You can imagine. And do you know the funny thing about it? In Nigeria, after doing your 3 years nursing school, for you to get degree in Nigeria, it still takes you another 4 years to get a degree. That is how many years altogether? 7 years plus.
7 years,
You can imagine how painful it is. After doing nursing in Nigeria as an RON, you have the knowledge, you have the clinical skills, you are actually a full-blown professional nurse, but for you to get that qualification degree, you have to still go either through direct entry, buy form, do direct entry, and most times you don't get admission. Spending all the money, get through the direct entry. When you get admission, you still go to school again for another 4 years. And what are you doing in school? You're only writing the school exams. Do you understand? Then after like the 4 years, you do your degree exam.
So
and then come out
you
with
mean
degree.
that it's much easier to acquire the qualification and certification here than in Nigeria?
Well, you can't compare the two. It's easy to become a nurse here than Nigeria. It's
Okay.
quite difficult to become a nurse in Nigeria. Imagine the whole hurdle, and then at the end of the day, either they start talking about your qualification is not equivalent, or you have to still go further to get the degree you want to get. Also, when you do your placement in Nigeria, you come out. I've talked about it giving you like a background knowledge of what you should look out for, what you decide to do. Let's say you go for your O&G experience as a student, then you are now a graduate. You'll be thinking, I want to be a specialized nurse, midwife. I want to be a specialized nurse, peri-op. I want to be a psychiatric nurse. I want to be an ear, nose, and throat nurse. I want to be a dental nurse. In Nigeria, it will still take you years and another school, like another training to achieve all these specialties, unlike in the United Kingdom. Do you know?
Okay.
Like in Nigeria, you studied midwifery, you studied nursing, but you're interested to become an accident and emergency nurse. Do you know you still have to buy form, go through another school to do your accident and emergency course? And it will still take you like a year. If you want to do pediatric nursing, the same thing. Like you have experience in pediatric during your placement, but you now want to specialize in becoming a pediatric nurse or a psychiatric nurse. You have to go through school again to get that done. It is not like that in the United Kingdom. Okay? And one thing in the United Kingdom is that when you finally come here as a nurse to the United Kingdom, you're a nurse in Nigeria with RN or BSc. Okay, do you know here in the United Kingdom, they don't say you are RN, you are BSc, you are this, you are that, so we'll pay you differently. No, it's the same salary scale, the same salary structure, depend on your level. So everybody is on the same level. Whether you're a CEO back home and you're coming here as an immigrant, you start from the same level.
Oh, that's
and their
fantastic.
specialties here are quite different, unlike what we have, like what we think and know in Nigeria.
Okay. So, a nurse, how does it look like practicing nursing in Nigeria and in the UK?
Well, there's actually so many things like to talk about, and I think I will start from the UK. Yeah, I've practiced in the UK. This is my 2 years in the UK now. Yes, practicing in Nigeria, practicing as a registered nurse in the United Kingdom. I would say, because some people keep asking, what is it like practicing in the UK as a nurse? It's a whole lot. It is. It's actually, I find it easy. I find it interesting practicing in the United Kingdom as a nurse. Yes, and I enjoyed my whole work experiences in Nigeria. I enjoyed it a lot, as well as I'm enjoying the one in the UK. So I will just do some kind of comparison to let you know what it feels like. Okay, so that you can have the knowledge. Practicing in the UK as a nurse, you're expected to do a whole lot. Yes, you are expected to do a whole lot. Okay, yeah, you do as an international nurse, you do your exams, they get you verified, you get your license to practice in the United Kingdom. Okay, then the hurdle starts. Here in the UK, you're expected to follow particular policies, protocols, procedures. Okay, before you do anything, you have to think about what the policy states. Before you carry out any procedure, before you do this, I don't want to say this, but I think I have to say it. Do you know that I miss doing cannulations? Like cannula, certain IV cannulas, peripheral ones, yes. I miss doing it. I miss giving my IM injections. These are the things I enjoy doing. It's part of my clinical skills I enjoy doing most in Nigeria. But to be honest with you, I can't remember the last time I gave IM. It's not something like giving intramuscular injection. It's not something that is too common here. It depends. Like they do more of the orals, I can say. Okay, but in Nigeria, you do a whole lot. Sometimes you are the doctor, you are the anesthetics, you are the this, you are the that. But here, before you can do something, you must sign the competency that you actually know what you're doing. You can actually do this and you do it well. Okay, you're expected to follow particular policies, protocols, procedures before you can just do one skill, before you can perform one procedure, and you know what it means when you are working, you are stressed out, you have a lot of things to do, and you've not signed up the competency that you are qualified to do this. That means you can't do that no matter what. You can't even risk it. You can't risk it. For the fact you've not signed off that competency, someone has not ticked for you. I've seen her doing this, she can do it. You sign it in your paper. Yes, tick it, she can do this. You dare not do it. If you do it, you're putting yourself at risk. You're putting your license, and you know how hard it is to like get the license to practice as a nurse. Even in Nigeria and here, you're risking your license. Here, practicing in the United Kingdom, yeah, sometimes you're working with fear. God, I don't want to make error. You keep seeing yourself like cross-checking and checking and checking. And you know when you are doing all these things, it's like your time management. You need to be looking at your time. That is what it feels like working in. Just a bit I'm sharing with you today. I think we are going to have more episodes of what it feels like working here. And as we go, we still tell you more. Here, you're expected to follow protocols, policies for you to do one thing. Put that in your mind. This is what you are expected to do. And with this, don't you think it's going to limit your personal contributions? Like, you're actually growing, there's opportunity for personal growth and development, but when you're expected to follow strictly, you're not able to contribute. Sometimes you're not able to use your own knowledge to do things. Okay, because you're expected to follow a particular policy or protocol to do things. Yes, but in all, you have to follow it to be on the safe side. If you want to be on the safe side, follow the policy, follow the protocol, follow the procedure. Okay, this is just it. It is what it is. So let's talk about placement and promotion. Working and then promotion, getting promotions here in the UK, what I feel, and then getting promoted, working in the Nigerian system. You know, one thing about work in Nigeria is your qualification. What's your qualification? Have you achieved this? Have you gotten this? Have you gotten that? Do you know it's not that way in the United Kingdom? Yes, it's not that way. Okay? You can actually be the least nurse and then you get promoted. What I mean by the least nurse is like what I'm trying to say is not like you being a novice. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that you can actually be the one with the least qualification and still get the promotion. It depends on your knowledge, your skills. Okay? Your skills, your knowledge, what you can do. If you can defend what you can do, you actually can be promoted and get to the apex. Do you know one thing? One funny thing is that most people here are not too quick to go to jump into promotion. They're not too quick. They want to get promoted. They want to become the nurse manager. They want to become the matron. It's not that way here, because it's hard work. Like when you jump from one level to another, it's hard work, more work, and everybody is not the same. Some people don't want to they don't want to take up the hard work. They don't want to do extra. They're happy where they are. But in Nigeria, everybody is striving to become the matron. Everybody is striving to become to grow, to do this. And you know, when you're striving to become all this, you're actually studying. You're actually trying to get from one qualification to another. It's not that way here. Yes, it's not. In Nigeria, for you to become a matron, you must have your RN, you must have your BSc, you must have your public health, you must have your this, you must become a chief, you must become this and that. It's not that way here. Here, you can actually, I know some persons that when they practice their nursing here, yeah, they came out with, that was when they were still doing a diploma. Yes, there was a time they were doing diploma here. That was what everybody was graduating with. Okay, they didn't just start it. It was what everybody then was graduating with. When you finish nursing, you're coming out with diploma, but now it's degree. So the system has changed, and it didn't just change now, it's still changing. Okay, so then for people that came out here, graduated in the United Kingdom with diploma, they were also allowed the opportunity to take up promotions. They can become the chief nurse in charge, they can become the matron, they can become anything they want to become. Just know your skills, know your practices, know whatever you need to know, and go for your interviews, go for your promotion interviews. And when you get that, you pass your interviews, they will give it to you. They won't say because you are just a diploma, you have diploma in nursing, we can't give you this job, we can't give you this role. Never. You are allowed to apply for any position you want to apply for, despite your qualification as a nurse. despite your level. They won't say because you are still a band 5, you cannot go for interviews for a band 7. No, they can't. They won't stop you. Okay? You must not say this nurse, you have this experience in nurse, you are specialized in this nursing career, you cannot go into this. No, you can. Actually, you can. Okay, that is what it feels here, getting promotion in the UK here. You can be promoted despite your qualification. That is what I just want to let you know. Don't be perturbed that can you get to the extent of becoming a nurse manager here? Can you get to the point of becoming a matron here? You can, despite your qualification. Some people will be like, nurse, oh, I have RON. I'm an RON nurse. Can I come here and become a matron? Can I come here and become a nurse in charge? Yes, you can. Just come, do the things you need to do, learn. When positions come out, apply, get the knowledge, get the experience, prove to them that you can do this. Once you're able to prove it to them that you can do this, they will give you that position. They will give it to you. You want to become a nurse educator, join the team. Join the team. Don't say because you are an RON. No, it's only in Nigeria you do qualification. I'm a BSc nurse, I'm an RON nurse. It only happens in Nigeria. Okay? And let me tell you, they don't pay you differently because you're an RON. They pay you different from becoming a BSc nurse. No, it's the same salary scale, depend on your band level. Okay? If you're in band this, you're in band that. They don't say because you graduated from School of Nursing, you graduated from BSc, so it's different pay. It's the same. You're starting at the same point. When you now graduate to becoming a band 6, it's another thing altogether. Okay? Yeah, that is it. And remember, you can actually switch from doing this to doing that as a nurse here. Yeah. Remember, to become a midwife here is another thing altogether. You have to study as a midwife. It is still your
Obieze and Lolo.
yeah, your lovelies. We love you. Please hook on to this channel.
Yeah.
Keep liking, keep commenting, sharing, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love you.